Hello my non-existent viewers, and welcome to my first ever card trick and tutorial on YouTube. This is a trick I've never seen performed on YouTube and is the basis for this channel. My friend taught it to me and I absolutely love this. I want to share this with everyone out there. Real easy 16 card trick. So I'm just going to go straight into the performance and then right after that go into the tutorial because I have no video editing equipment. Woo! I apologize for using the crappiest deck in the world. This is the crappiest deck. I fold it, I sign it, found the only 16 cards in the deck that probably weren't signed. Okay, so I want you to mentally select a card. You can't do this. I'm going to have to do this, because if you were sitting in my living room right now, that would be really weird. So I'm just going to have to select this card for you. So let's go with the Ace of Spades. Seems nice. Is your card in this pile? No? This pile? No. Is it in this pile? Yes? Okay. Perfect pile. Great pile that you picked right there. Love that pile. Just gonna go ahead and give the deck a few cuts. I'm gonna ask you this question again. Is your card in this pile? No. This pile? No. Is your card in this pile? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take that pile. Again, very great pile selection, guys. Good job. I like that pile. Yeah, these cards have a lot of friction, so if I struggle with them, just know that these are crappy cards right now. I love Bicycle overall. Just these cards I've used way too much. I want you to go ahead and select two piles. This is a totally free choice. If you're with me right now, you could choose these two piles, but you're not. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose them for you. So these two piles, okay. I want you to go ahead and select one pile. This pile, okay. Select two cards. These two cards, okay. I want you to select one final card. This card, okay. What if I told you that all we're left with is your Ace of Spades? So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that trick. It's absolutely amazing. Gets great reactions. I've never seen anyone who has not loved this trick. So what you're going to want to start out with is doing this serpentine pattern right here. Again, all you need is 16 cards, 4 rows of 4, and 4 rows, 4 columns. 4 rows, 4 columns, okay? So this is a totally free choice. You're going to want to tell the spectator to mentally select a card. Don't point it out, don't pick it out of the pile, don't make prolonged eye contact with the card. So this is a totally free choice. So say they select this King of Diamonds. You're going to go along and ask, is your card in this pile? When they say no, you move to the next and ask, is your card in this pile? If they say yes, you take that pile first. You're going to leave that on top of the deck and then put all of the rest of the cards below it. So then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to do a false swing cut. What this incorporates is you have your pointer finger, middle finger, and ring finger on top of the deck and your thumb on the bottom. What you're going to go ahead and do is push away with your middle and ring finger and push up with your pointer. Extend that out to your other hand, and you're going to get that in the webbing between your pointer finger and thumb. Excuse me, I can't speak. Then you're going to put that underneath, separating it from the deck, holding it with your middle finger, or ring finger and thumb, and then swing another packet of cards over, interlock it again, put that under, leaving the top 4 cards the same, the ones that are in the king's pile. You're then going to do that serpentine pattern again. You're going to really want to keep this serpentine pattern going. It allows, you're going to want to do this all the time. You're going to want to develop a habit for this trick to always have a serpentine pattern, because what this allows is for the top 4 cards, the 4 cards that were in the king's pile, to now be on the top row. So the top row is now the 4 cards that were in the pile that they said yes to. So you know that whatever pile they say yes to, the top card of that pile is their card. So they say no, they say yes, you go ahead, take that pile, you make sure that that King of Diamonds is on top. You now know that their card is the King of Diamonds. Gonna go ahead and take all the piles. Gonna go ahead, do another swing cut. And you're just gonna give it riffle shuffle. You could totally omit all of this from the trick. You're just going to want to make sure that the king of diamonds is on top. You can totally omit all of that from the trick. It's not necessary. It's just kind of like, oh, look at me, I'm shuffling the deck. So if you're a beginner, and this is the beginner's card trick, if you're a beginner and you're doing this card trick, just totally omit that from the trick. Don't worry about the false cut. Don't worry about the riffle shuffle. Then you're going to make these fancy little plus signs. You don't have to make these plus signs. I like to do plus signs. You don't have to make this shape. You don't have to do any of that. But I like these plus signs. These plus signs look cool. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So you know that the first card you put down is their card, the king of diamonds. You're going to ask them to select 2 piles. You're going to want to protect that king. So if they select these 2 piles, you take away these 2 piles. If they select these 2 piles, you take away these 2 piles. If they select these 2 piles, you take away these 2 piles. You make sure just to protect that king. You're then going to ask them to pick 1 pile. If they select this pile, you take away this pile. If they select this pile, you take away this pile. And then you're going to allow them to select 2 cards. If they select these 2, you take them away. And then you're going to allow them to select 1 card. They finally select the king. You take this card away. And to their amazement, the king of diamonds is the only card left. So this is a great trick. It gets amazing reactions. Remember to like and subscribe if you have this video. Please tell your friends. I'm just starting out. First video on YouTube. So thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next video.